sure you guys know about the extreme far right, too far gone right-wing news site Breitbart News. Um, they are a big proponent of, I believe, what Trump's information and his sources and things like that, as well as InfoWars, the Alex Jones show. But they have been attacking House Republicans a lot for this recent GOP healthcare bill because they are saying that it is Obamacare 2.0 and, some dubbed nicknames are like Obamacare Lite and all this stuff because what it really does is it's going to make healthcare more expensive and less accessible to a lot of people. So if your state decides that they really don't want this or the ACA put in, you're fucked. Like you're either not going to have access, or when you do get access, it's going to be ridiculous. The price is just going to be through the roof. And there are things like giving tax breaks to CEOs and things like that, which will cut funding for the healthcare. So there will be literally no way to pay for it. And they weren't able to take out the provisions that they wanted, which was the prevention of discrimination for pre-existing conditions, where if you have any kind of pre-existing condition, they can say, nope, we're not going to pay for it. You're going to have to pay for it out of pocket. So yes, that cancer treatment you just got, that was like $100,000. You got to pay it out of pocket, homie. Yeah, that's ridiculous. Anyways, so here's what The Hill says. They say, Breitbart News is upping its attack on House Republicans' healthcare proposal. The far-right news website that has long backed President Trump has published a series of articles this week highlighting perceived negative aspects of House GOP leaders' proposal to repeal and replace Obamacare. So keep in mind, repealing and replacing Obamacare has been like the slogan for Mitt Romney's campaign. Most of the time when you see his his speeches or whatever, he'll have like that as like the little poster on his podium or whatever. Okay, this is terrible. Breitbart has been far from supportive of the Affordable Care Act, you think, which the GOP is seeking to repeal and replace. But its coverage of the GOP's proposal, the American Health Care Act, nice name by the way, real original, that Trump has supported has remained largely critical. On Saturday, the outlet published several stories blasting the GOP plan, citing various Republicans and headlines referring to the healthcare plan as Obamacare 2.0, RINO-Care, and a perverse economic system. The outlet also touted an interview with former Alaska Governor Sarah Palin, the person that we look to for our intellectual arguments, who ripped the House GOP proposal while arguing that Trump will step in and fix it. Because Trump just fixes everything, doesn't he? Donald Trump the fixer. Donald Trump the renovator. Donald Trump the solution finder. Okay, Breitbart has long offered critical coverage of Speaker Paul Ryan, who presented a PowerPoint presentation this week pitching the GOP plan that was carried live by television networks. I think a lot of memes came out of that one, by the way. So if you want your funny political memes, you probably get it out of that. You can also check out my article on Obamacare. It's on Huffington Post. The link should be somewhere in the description. Donald Trump's presidential campaign, the website ran an aggressive 2,800-word story accusing Ryan of backing then-Democratic presidential candidate Hillary Clinton, and saying the GOP leader leads the pro-Islamic migration wing of the Republican Party. So that's one of the comments that he made during the campaign trail. If you don't know, Trump actually basically waged a war on the Republican Party, attacking the likes of, everybody, really. Everyone on the debate stage, plus people like John McCain. He, really disrespected John McCain to a point where someone who's a really harsh critic of his policy positions would never go. So, for example, saying that he's not a hero, but he's a hero because he was captured, or that you like people who weren't captured even though you got 5 deferments from Vietnam, and bone spurs that you made up and you lied about the process of getting them. You can look at that, by the way. He doesn't even know which feet he had bone spurs in, because he never had bone spurs. So, John McCain goes to war to serve his country, and he is tortured by these savages, right? These brutal Japanese savages, and now he's trying to claim the dude who bitched out of going by getting 5 fake deferments about bone spurs that he never had. How embarrassing is that? And I think everybody except for Trump supporters said, yeah, that's too far. Because even I draw the line there. The dude, you can't say that he's not a hero in terms of him serving the military. And when it comes to World War II, there was not really, other than the disgusting internment camps that we had of the Japanese, there's not really much debate as to whether we had wrong in going and fighting the Nazis and the Japanese. The nuclear bombs are a little different. I would disagree with that. They say the site was closely tied to Trump's campaign, and White House chief strategist Steve Bannon previously served as Breitbart's executive chair. Steve Bannon is one creepy motherfucker. He is one creepy guy. I don't even know what to tell you. The dude's got a beard. He always got his big ass bags, like he's been writing these freaking diabolical articles all night long. Okay, anyways. Breitbart has maintained a fiercely anti-Ryan stance, focusing on his support for the GOP legislation. So this is crazy. This is how you know the Republican Party is just too far gone. When there is a wing that is criticizing Paul Ryan, who in my opinion is as far right as it gets legislation-wise, that's when you know the Republican Party is too far gone. That is absolutely when you know that. So this whole thing is just crazy. Breitbart is a shitty news network, and they make fake shit up all the time. You can look it up. It's been documented. It's been proven. They're a bunch of fucking liars.